What's going on, guys? By the title of this video, you guys know I'm about to pick up my dream car. So I'm gonna take you guys on the journey. We're going to Florida to pick it up. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be driving it back. And yeah, I'm super excited. We're gonna see the dream car. It's finally happening. All right, so I did make it to Houston. I'm actually on the other side of the airport. So I have to run to the other side. My flight is gonna leave in like 20 minutes. So wish me luck, I make it on the flight. I made it safe to this flight. I didn't miss it. It's already dark outside. We finally made it. Finally made it to Florida. I'm super excited. Tomorrow's the day we pick up my dream car. That flight took so long. I mean, not bad though. It was 7 hours. I'm just tired. I'm gonna head to bed, and then tomorrow morning we head to the dealership at 10 o'clock and pick up the car. Good morning, good morning. I have so much more energy now. Yesterday was just so tiring. I took a nice little sleep. I think I slept like 4 or 5 hours. I was still kind of awake because I'm super excited. I already said that like a million times, but now we're heading to the dealership to go pick it up. I am gonna test drive it just because it does have a little bit of higher miles. It's not something that's favorable. We'll just see what happens. You never know. You never know. Maybe it might be the best car that I've ever owned and it has higher miles. So it is what it is. Look how beautiful of a day it is. Man, look at the clouds. And a hurricane just came through, so look at this. Beautiful. I'm standing right in front of it. Let me show you guys. You guys won't believe this. This is a dream come true. My first ever GTR. So right now we're gonna go ahead and take it for a test drive. Unfortunately, I don't have a mount that I can go and show you guys, but check this out. This is a 2015. It is tuned on 91. But that's about it. That's what it says. It has intakes, and the only other thing is that it does have a little chatter in the bell housing. So I mean, it is pretty normal. Interior is pretty clean. And we're gonna go ahead and go for a test drive. Well, we did it, boys. We bought the GTR. Absolutely crazy. Honestly, the first drive, first impression, this car is super clunky. And yes, I am filling up gas. We got 93. $3.80, man. That's the price of E85 in California. But you can actually get gasoline for that price. This car looks absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I'm still like, I feel like I'm driving a rental. I can't believe this is what I'm taking home with me. But yeah, the only really things that this car has, it looks like this is kind of peeling off or fading. I don't know if this is wrap. And then we have a broken lip, but that's about it. I got it for a good price relative to the market today. So yeah, it feels unbelievable that I'm sitting in this car. And I finally understand what people say. Like they were saying, like when you get a GTR, it's super clunky. And I was like, what does that mean? So the transmission on this thing is like when you shift the gears, it's very jerky for each gear, because I guess that's the life of a dual clutch transmission. It's super quick. It feels amazing. The interior is beautiful. Nice black interior. Can't beat that. It does have an aftermarket steering wheel. It does have back seats, which is interesting. Oh, that light's going crazy. Oh, I think that's probably because it has like a, oh, nice. But yeah, overall this car so far feels good, drives good. The guy actually has the old previous owner still in contact, and the guy is super responsive. He's like, yeah, I'll have him reach out to you and he'll tell you more about his car. I guess he somehow found it on the marketplace or however. And yeah, takes $54 to fill up a GTR in Florida. Probably like $80 in California. There you go. That's the first fill up in my new GTR. Absolutely wild. That's my car now. And yes, I do have the Supra still, so this is gonna be a crazy duo just to even have at the house. It's gonna make it look absolutely insane. I mean, I'm really glad I went with this here just because just these headlights alone, okay? If you do some research, these headlights alone are $4,000. So I was thinking about getting an older year and then putting the headlights and taillights. That's $4,000. this car is already so expensive. So I saved myself $4,000. Yes, I paid probably a higher ticket price. Oh, the only other thing that I do not like about this car is it does have the bell house rattle. And I guess that's kind of not necessarily unavoidable, but for the most part, that's like the most common thing to have. All you have to do is replace a bearing, I guess, or the entire bell housing, whatever. But we'll see what happens. We'll do some more research and see what we can do. If not, it's not bad. It's really, really quiet, actually. Now I gotta head out to Miami, so let's go ahead and get in the car and start driving over there. This is so crazy. The handle's even crazy. Look at this. Shit, that's crazy. I'm in my brand new GTR. This is wild. I really love the gauge cluster too. Got the carbon on the gauges. Man, this is my brand new car, guys. I'm telling you, it's not hitting me yet. This is something that I've dreamed for so long. Like, this is like back in like even 4 years ago. Some guy took me out. Shout out Bryson. I know if you're watching this video, shout out, man. You took me in a ride in your white GTR, and I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna afford this. Like, this is my dream car. I really want to get this car. And he was like, bro, just keep doing what you're doing. It's really obtainable. It's not that hard. And here I am, sitting in my own. So, well, what a dream come true. And I guess hard work always pays off. So if you guys are dreaming about the same thing, I'll tell you what he told me. Just keep working and it will happen. So this car comes with the Alpha X premium exhaust or something like that. Basically, the guy did it, and he said that it was a $10,000 exhaust. $10,000 exhaust. So, and it's very quiet. I'll show you guys. You guys saw the startup. It's super quiet. That was cold start. That was cold start. So let's go ahead and do a warm start right now. Starts right up. Beautiful, beautiful. And now here's the other bad news. Well, I guess it's bad news for me. So the downside to all of this was it does have higher miles, but it is a newer year. So I was thinking lower miles and have a different year. But basically, it does have higher miles, and that's just I guess it was just the trade-off. Either I get a higher miles and have a newer year, or get a lower miles and have a older year. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, the guy really took care of it. He really loves his car. At least the previous owner was telling me. And so, see how this goes. Well, that's a great way to start off this purchase. It's in friggin' limp mode now. I try to do a pull, transmission dies out. Bro, I'm heading back to the dealership right now to talk to him and see what's going on, because this is complete bullshit, bro. I don't know why it didn't happen on the test drive. All right, so we're back. It's 5:11, okay? Let me tell you what happened. At the last part of this video, you guys heard me just say like, oh shoot, like it went into limp mode. So I came back to the dealership. I talked with him. I said, hey, look, you know, this is what happened literally 1 mile out of the dealership. He was super cool. He was like, okay, let's try to figure this out. The cheapest option was to change the transmission oil. So I went to Nissan and I dropped it off. I waited there for like 2 hours. They did the transmission. They said the oil was gummy and it was old. It was definitely shot, ready to be changed. So I said, okay, let's change it. That was $1,000, not cheap. He decided to go halves on me with this, so that was very nice of him to do that. I told him this though. I told him like, hey, look, like honestly, I'm not ready, nor do I have the funds to do a built transmission right now. Because I mean, that's the thing. I'm not gonna replace the transmission just to replace it. You know, I'm gonna build it. And so, with that being said, right now we're doing the test drive. It's at 168 temp. So once it goes up to 190, if it doesn't go above that, 1 second. Sorry, a car broke down in front. But basically, I'm not gonna go ahead with this deal. I'm gonna say like, you know what? I drove it 1 mile, bro. 1 mile from the dealership, and it had to break. I did it on the test drive. I did pulls. I did everything. I checked it. I did a pre-inspection approval before I even flew here. Like I did all the things that you should do before you purchase a car, especially from somewhere else. So with that all being said, I mean, he was nice. I mean, you know, he would accept it to take it back. Like he understands the deal. That, you know, he was saying like the one thing I told him over and over, I was like, hey, look, I don't want to take it if it has a bad transmission. Like, that's the one thing that I'm scared about. That's why I'm buying a 2015 over a 2010, just because the transmission, right? That's the one thing I don't want to deal with. And lo and behold, that's the thing that I'm dealing with right now. So yeah, it does have a transmission chatter, which is normal across all the GTRs. So we'll see what happens. Well, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and give this car back. Oh man, so close but so far. No luck. See how it's going down by 2 gears? See, now we're at second. So, and we have the transmission light on. Damn! I'm so bummed. I flew all the way over here to pick up my dream car, and no luck. No freaking luck. I don't know what to say now. I mean, look how beautiful this is. Look at me. I'm in a freaking GTR and I can't take it home. I feel bad for the dealership owner as well, because, you know, he was super excited. Maybe I'm bad luck. Maybe I'm the problem. Everything that I touch breaks, man. So I did lose a couple thousand on this trip. I mean, you know, flight, hotels, and then also, you know, we went halves on this transmission flush just in case, you know, maybe it works out and then I just go home. But nope. TM system malfunction. Visit dealer. That's what I get. Thankfully, I'm not in Miami yet, so, you know, I'm close by, and, you know, it would have been really bad if I was in Miami and this happened, because, you know, if I was a dealership, I'd be like, that's your problem, you know what I mean? But I was literally a mile away from the dealership. All right, guys, so the GTR did not happen, unfortunately. Shout out to Supreme Motorsports. The guy was super chill, super cool. He understood that, like, I needed to drive it because I was going to Miami, and then I was going to go to my family in Jacksonville. So he knew that I needed a long distance car, and unfortunately he couldn't fix it at that time. So unfortunately, even though we signed the papers, everything was done, the guy could have just let me, like, he could have been like, that's your own problem. You checked it and everything. But he saw I invested my time, and I also invested in an oil change in hope that it would fix. Transmission fluid change in hopes that it would fix, but unfortunately that did not happen, and it still showed that TCM module or whatever was going on with the transmission was messed up. But to make sure and boost my spirits, I did get something else. Let me show you guys. Come with me. I had to get a Huracan Evo Spider. Let me see if I... Oh, I thought I could drop the top. My bad. Let's do it. Yeah, so I got a V10. It's crazy. Alright, so let me go ahead and start this thing up right now. So look at this thing. No, I did rent it. I didn't buy it, unfortunately. I do not have Lambo money. This thing has the Acropovic exhaust. This thing sounds absolutely wild when we're dripping it down the freeway. But honestly, best way to end this trip. Unfortunately, the GTR did not happen. My heart kind of hurts. I don't want a GTR anymore. So I'm just gonna enjoy this thing and then get back to the grind and see what other car I can pick up.